So you live in the city, you do not live in Portsmouth, and the Portsmouth that you are currently visiting right now for a week is a different Portsmouth than the one that you came of age in. So I'm just wondering, when in 2026, when you're back visiting, when you walk these streets, what emotions, what thoughts come to mind?
It's like a different lifetime ago. Like, I remember that I lived over there, and I know where my condo is. And I know, no, it's not like I forgot everything, but I walk right past that building now and I don't even think about it. Like, it's not, when I stopped where, like, the stock pot was a part of my life so hard. I felt like when I made the decision to leave, I was like losing a piece of my body. Like, I was just like, I've been here for so long. I mean, you know, when you're younger, everything, it's so monumental, but all my friends work there. I think it was 2 weeks in, I walked down Bow Street. I didn't even look up. Like, it was like, that's now a different part. Like, okay. And then the Red Door, like, I'm so grateful for how it went. I'm so grateful that people remember it. And we definitely had a fucking great time. And now Portsmouth, like, it's growing. Talk about the wheels coming off. Like, you guys are really expanding. Mm-hmm. And I'm invested in this staying a special place, but I won't be that asshole that I'm from New York City trying to dictate what Portsmouth does. Like, you keep this place the way you like it. Be good stewards.
So you think it still is a special place?
It's still, yeah, absolutely. But it's fighting itself, you know, like, is it always a positive thing that we have a shiny new building going up? And I think Portsmouth for a long time asked that question a little too often. And now we're kind of letting it go a little bit. I don't know. I trust that you guys I like the direction City Hall had gone. Like, when I was watching things happen from Brooklyn, and I was here during COVID for a couple of years, 2020 to 2022. And I worked at Kava with John Acar, and that team is incredible. And that restaurant is incredible. Yeah. And, you know, I worked for a couple of years at the Black Trumpet with Evan Mallett. That place, I mean, just that space is like church magic. And Portsmouth, I mean, if that's not going away, I hope that's the spirit of that is here forever. We are still a cute historic town, but if we turn into fucking Newburyport, like, God help us. Like, that's no shade or whatever, but when I'm 70, maybe that'll be nice. But, like, try to get a drink in Newburyport after 9.
Wow. Like, Newburyport catching strays. I thought you were going to say, like, don't become New York City, and you drop Newburyport.
Oh, gosh.
So
I
funny.
mean, there's some, yeah. I mean, no one can be New York City.
Yeah.
And I love what the guys are doing with this venue, like, you know, the
Jimmy's Jazz Club.
Yeah. That's a beautiful space. The sound is incredible. Those brothers they're rebuilding spaces, and it looks really quite incredible. I want it to be a beautiful place here, but I bring friends from New York here, and they look around and they're just like, it's like a Disneyland set. It's just so beautiful. There's no trash anywhere.
Right.
Everybody has hydrangeas out. It's like, I didn't realize how New England is. And I know that sounds daft, but it's like, this is a place, and it's all up and down the coast, you know, but I mean, I think Kittery figured it out. Kittery's got a scene that maybe that's why I like Brooklyn, because it's not Manhattan, and Portsmouth is like, it's one thing. And then you've got this little other one. And what I loved it, and I was still here when it happened, but we lost the Memorial Bridge for a while. And everybody was like, what's Kittery going to do without Portsmouth? And it was like, they were like, fuck off, we're fine. Yeah. Look at what we're going to do. And they just built their own community, and they were like, stay on your side. Maybe not. I don't know if they said that, but like, they could have. It's fucking cool over there.
Love Kittery Foreside. The culinary scene happening in that, you know, 2-minute walk,
and there isn't a miss. You know, they're all good.
They're all incredible.
And like, without getting too much into it, Portsmouth is kind of saturated right now. And
there's a lot.
There's a lot. You can go out and not have the best night of your life.
For sure.
And like, that's a good thing. There should be different. Maybe it's not a good thing. I don't know. But like, I like that there's a lot here, but there isn't a miss in Kittery. You're going to enjoy Festina Lente. Sam is crushing it there. And like the boys at Anjou.
Amazing. Black Birch.
I mean,
staple.
That whole little and then you just kind of tuck into Bowie and look around. Like, I love that space. And the woman now that has the corner pub, that
I don't know who
I should
owns
know,
that, but Deb McCluskey, who owns Lil's Cafe, has opened Salty Spirits, and she's opening something else over there as well.
That little
Dudley's
folk,
maybe.
That's
Because Annika Jan's is gone.
Amazing.
I don't know if you know
I
that.
Didn't know, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
maybe like a year and a half ago.
To me, when they expanded into the second room and took out that, they had a beautiful horseshoe bar right when you walked in. That was like probably not the most functional thing, but super sexy. And it was just the one room. And when they opened, they had this dark walls. Like maybe it was like the eggplant, but it looked black. And like, who would do that? And it was incredible. And they had these mussels in a like blue cheese on top with, oh my God, it was fucking awesome. Annika Jan's when they first opened was like, but then when this isn't a thing where it expanded, and I hope that made somebody a lot of money, but it changed the place for me. And I kind of was like, this isn't the cozy spot. And I don't know, there were other places that I ended up going to, but
yeah,
I didn't know they closed. That's too bad. Whatever.
Will you ever move back?
I won't give up the condo. Like I have had a lot of, as you can imagine, people are during COVID particularly like, oh, so I could get you XYZ cash for that. You know, it's in an old building. It's not a big place. It's like 600 square feet, tiny. But it's exactly the space that I love to be in. So my family's here. My nieces and nephews are here now. They're all doing extraordinary things with sports, and it's hard being away from that, you know. Summer here. What's better than summer in this area? Like a week isn't long enough for me to be here. And my poor boyfriend, I'm just dragging him around, and I'm like,
what are your must-do things when you come back for a week?
I mean, the list of friends I have to see. Yeah. And if I've missed anyone, I fucking feel it's a tragedy. But like, I'm one of 8 kids, so I've got a family. Oh wow. It's 30 people. You know, like any way you slice it after you get partners and nieces and nephews and so on. And then, you know, I want to go back to Black Trumpet, Kava, musts, because, you know, I worked there, but also I can get behind that so well. I went to Louis last night. Incredible meal. So what a sexy space. Like,
so I love
just
that
cut
space.
It out. Like,
that's probably my, just like taking menu aside, just physical space to be in. That's probably my favorite
and
one.
RJ and Jazz are they've been working hard at getting this is what I think what they wanted for forever. Colby's breakfast spot was always it's not there anymore, that was, I mean, Jeremy and I are very, very close friends. I would always go there. Anjou is a stop because they're one of the only places that will do lunch. So it's a spot I would go to before I drive home. Festina. I mean, that whole Kittery Foreside was a must. I mean, we're going to do it at some point. We're staying out at the beach, and I'll tell you what, sometimes it's really hard to drive all the way into
That's
town.
Fair. Especially with all the construction going on. Downtown Portsmouth right now is
it's a little
mess.
hairy. I haven't been down that Congress yet.
Yeah.
I've heard I think Instagram told me. Like,